the track.
Peace. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you who don't know, it's your boy, Big Slang Hope. Not dope or cope. And I got another story time. You know, like it's on the jail story, you know what I mean? This one is about the Muslims versus the Crips. You know what I'm saying? They had like a little rumble. You know what I mean? Like, got a little lit in the house. And I think it was over chicken. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's always some shit happening over chicken, yo, on Rikers Island. Shit's crazy. Like, motherfuckers be fighting over, like, the smallest shit. But anyway, before I get into the story, I want to appreciate all the people that have been rocking with me. You know what I'm saying? The people that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, you know what I'm saying? Making sure my stuff is getting out there. Not just messing with my jail stories, you know what I'm saying? If you just mess with the jail stories, I still appreciate it. But I'm specifically talking about the people who, they fuck with me, period. You know what I'm saying? They like who I am, my personality, they follow my story, and they just fuck with me as an individual, no matter what I put out. Whether it's positive stuff, whether it's the book reviews, whether it's my lives, or whatever it is, I appreciate y'all. And you know what I'm saying? The shit don't go unnoticed. I just wanted to say that. You know what I'm saying? I just want to shout out to y'all, man. So boom. So yeah, man, shit got a little crazy. I mean, my shit looking crazy, man. Damn, my shit going crazy in the front. Damn. Hope I don't lose my shit. But boom. So anyway, get into the story. So this shit happened around May. This was like May 2012. Because this was like the year. This was like when I was about to start trial. So I told y'all in another story I had just got out the box in May. I'm saying I just got out the box in May. Like at the end of May too. It was like around May 24th, something like that. So I remember I had got out the box around May 20, May 24th, something like that. So I had got out the box after serving my little time, my little jail time in jail. You know what I mean? Because that's really what the box is. If you've been locked up and you've been to the box, like, you know that when you come out the box in jail, it's just like coming out of prison or coming out of jail to the streets. It's not the same exact thing, but it's the same feeling. It's like you've been caged, you've been away from people, and then now you're free. So like in jail, when you go to the box, you're in the box, right? You're away from people. You're by yourself, you're not really mingling with people. And then when you get out the box, you like, oh shit, you're seeing everybody, you know, like because you know, you don't know what's going on. You're in the box, you might hear things from other people that come to the box, but for the most part, you don't really see much, you don't really hear much. I mean, except for like whatever new people come to the box and tell you about some new shit. So boom, I got out the box. It was 90 days, I ain't gonna lie. 90 days don't sound like a lot to like people that done like years. Like, you know, some people that been in the box for like 27 years, like 20 years, 5 years, 40 years. Like, I done heard crazy stories about people in their box time. So compared to them, it's not a lot, but 90 days, I ain't gonna lie. 90 days is a long time in the box. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I don't care what nobody say. Like, 90 days, I mean, don't get me wrong. I like being by myself. I like the time. I like the little space. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's just me, for me. But there's other people who can't live by themselves, who can't not be around other people. You know what I'm saying? But that's for them. So anyway, I had just came out the box. Sometimes when you get out the box, they send you to a different building. They brought me back to the same building. A lot of times they bring you back to the same building. Because they had shipped me, mind you, my building, the building that I was in had a box. And I've been to that box. I've been to like a few houses in the Beacon. I was in the Beacon. So I've been to a few houses in the Beacon box. But this time they just was like, yeah, we're not keeping you in the building, so they shipped me out. They sent me to Old Boy. Old Boy is old BCC, right? So they sent me over there, and I was in the box over there in old BCC. So from over there, yo, the crazy thing is this. This is supposed to be about the Muslims versus Crips, but I'm gonna get there. This all context. But when I was in the box, I was supposed to be leaving. I was supposed to be getting out the box room. And what they did was, I don't know, the paperwork kept messing up. They were saying, oh, you're getting out the box this day, and then like when that day will come, they'll be like, yo, you got 15 more days, or you got 20 more days. It was crazy. So anyway, all them days added up to like 90 days. I was supposed to be getting out the box 30 days. I was only supposed to be there for 30 days, and then after 30 days, they came and said, yo, you got 15 more days. After that, they said, oh, you got 25 more days. After that, anyway, they just kept adding shit to like, I had like 90 days, like 80-something, 90 days. So anyway, this is the crazy thing. The crazy thing is, they moved me from a clean cell. So when they vacate the cells, there's a worker that's supposed to go in the cells and clean them. Supposed to clean the cells so before somebody new comes in. So nobody cleaned my cell. So I went from a clean ass cell to a dirty, filthy ass cell. Like, yo, it was so crazy in there. Like, yo, cell was crazy. So I was pissed off. So when it was my time to leave, I'm saying, when I thought I was leaving, right? So I did some crazy shit, right? So I remember, like, before I was leaving, I was like, all right, fuck that. Like, so before I left, I was pissing on the walls. Yo, I was spitting all over the place. I was pissing on the walls. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, yeah, like, fuck out of here. Like, you know, they want to violate me, have me in a dirty cell. I was like, all right, now y'all got work to do. You know what I'm saying? I peed on the walls and shit. Something told me not to pee on the bed. Like, I didn't pee on the bed. I was going to pee on the bed walls, but I was like, nah, that's a violation. I ain't going to do all that. So I'm glad I ain't do it, man. Like, God works in mysterious ways. I ain't pee on the bed or the bed wall. And then, you know, next thing I know, they came and they told me I wasn't leaving. Yo, I was sick. Yo. But by this time, I think I already had like 70-something days in, I think. But yo, it was crazy. But anyway, boom. So I was happy. I finally got out the box. I was lit. I go back to the beacon. So I get to the beacon. When I get to the beacon, it's packed. Like, it's people coming back from court. So it's people in like different bull. It's like this pack in intake, right? It's like mad people in the bullpens. So I'm just like, damn, this shit's gonna take mad long. So mind you, it took mad long for me to get processed back. So, you know, they got the cords, they got like the box, you know what I'm saying? They got like a whole bunch of shit going on. So, so we in intake, waiting for mad long. So like, around the time that I was getting ready to leave, so, you know, they got to hand you back your property, because when you go to the box, they take your property from you. So, you know, now they give you back your property, boom, boom, until you make sure your shit is in there. So when I was getting ready to, when they was getting ready to send me to the house, some shit, like the alarm was off. Mind you, it was two things going on. It was like, this is the first alarm. The first alarm that was going on, there was some shit on the even side. So if you know the beacon, like I told you before, you got the odd and the even side. So this shit was going on the even side. So it was some blood on blood shit. I remember it was like the Gorilla Stones going against, I don't know who. It was just wasn't that clear. But it was the Gorilla Stones fighting some other faction, or maybe two different factions. It was just, I don't know. They had a big ass fight though, because you know how big the fight is because, you know, usually the first turtles that go, it just be like probably like 4. It'd be like 4 of them, maybe 5 that show up, and then like if they need more people, like they'll, you know, the alarm will just still keep going off, like, you know what I'm saying. Then you see more COs put the shit on. Like first it'd just be a few COs that put the shit on to go, then it'd be like more COs that be coming, like, oh shit, we gotta go. So even the intake people had to leave, you know what I'm saying. That's how crazy it was. So it was a big ass fight between the Bloods, you know what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if this dude got cut, I don't know if his nose was broken. All I know, he was walking like this, and he was like gushing from his shit. He was like the biggest dude too, so he was walking like this, and I don't know if the blood from his nose was like going to the back of his head. But he had like you ever seen, like, you see like the wrinkles I got right here, like this shit right here. He had like the wrinkles in the back of the head. You know, he had like the frown in the back of the head. So it was blood in between there. So I don't know if he got cut in the back of the head. or if it was like blood from the front that rushed to the back. Anyway, either way, he wasn't looking too good. You know what I mean? And then they brought in like a few other guys or whatever. So this is like the first alarm. So now, if you know about alarms they be, I feel like they don't take that long to clear, but they be dragging it. The police, the COs be dragging the shit out of shit. So anyway, I'm like, all right, cool. So when it's finally time, so now it's finally so-called time, they clear the alarm, and then right before they was about to let us go back to the house, it was another alarm. So I'm like, yo, this shit is crazy. So now I'm sitting there like, so now, you know, everybody, when there's an alarm and you're in intake, everybody be just waiting. Everybody just be waiting to see like who gonna come in the intake, right? Like who they gonna bring in the intake. So everybody just be on the gate, like, cause you know, you always know somebody, you know what I'm saying? So like, you be waiting on the gate to see like if they're gonna bring somebody you know. So I'm waiting on, I really didn't care, like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting down just waiting to go back to the house, like, so then the first person I see this one brother. Now this is so now I hear that the shit was in 15. Mind you, 15 is a crip house. So I hear the alarm was in 15. So I'm like, I mean, I didn't really think nothing of it. I didn't really care because I'm not affiliated with neither side, for me. So the first person that I see come through, he was a little short brother, light skin. He was from Philly, but he was a wild dude because I was in the house with him before. He's a wild dude, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you know about them Philly Muslims, man, they be wilding. You know what I mean? So he was like a young, wild dude. You feel me? Like, so he come through, he ain't got no shoes on. He ain't got no shoes on and no shirt on. You know what I'm saying? So I see him, so I get up, like, you know what I'm saying? I go to the gate, so I'm like, I'm looking, I'm like, yo, what happened? So he's like, yo, Ak, like, you know what I'm saying? We just got it in, man, with the Crips, man. So I'm like, oh, man, like, mind you, I just got out the box. So I'm just sitting here like, oh my God. Like, I'm just like, yo, I'm like not trying to go back to the box right now. But I ain't got no choice. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, like, if it's lit, it's lit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just gotta do what you gotta do. So I'm just like, this shit is crazy. Mind you, I can't really talk to him. So they're not even like, you know, they taking him, I don't know if they took him straight to the back. Like, he just, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, wow. Mind you, my mind automatically, I was just talking to a crip dude in the pins, right? I was talking to a crip dude in the pins, and I'm like, so when he told me he was live with the Crips, I was just already scheming on the crip dude. Like, I was just like, he seemed like a nice dude too, you feel me? So part of me kind of like felt bad, but I was just like, it is what it is, homie. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's just shit that happens in jail, you feel me? Like, so boom. Then they start bringing other Muslims, you know what I'm saying? Like, so then one of the brothers, from what I hear, the instigator, the person that the shit started over was this older brother. You know, sometimes the older brothers be the ones that be bugging out the most. You know what I'm saying? Like, so from what I hear, the story was like, so my other man's come, so I don't know if Twin was in it, but I don't even like doing the name shit. But anyway, my man's pull up, this is a crip dude, he pull up, he from the X2. So he pull up and he like, yo, like, so me and him was trying to talk, and he was just like, he just gave me that look, and he was like shaking his head, like he was just like, shit crazy, man, like, cause he already know what's up, like he know he banging blue, and I'm Muslim, so he just look at me, and he just like shaking his head, like, so he like, so whatever, we sitting there, whoever they bring, and then they had brought this older brother, and like the brother had like cuts in his hand, you know what I'm saying? So like, it was just like, yeah, man. Then the story was like, I don't know if it was a 5 or something. Like, I don't even really know the real numbers, but they got into a rumble over some chicken. I heard, man. Like, I heard it was some chicken over the food. Like I said, man, like, this is the shit that happens a lot in jail, man. Like, people be trying to control the food. Like, whether it's Bloods, whether it's Crips, like, that shit is just like, that's why I don't really like, that gang shit be like mad oppressive, man. Like, you know, like, it's just like, yo, people be oppressing their own people, yo, over like some food, some drugs, some whatever. Like, people just find whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? People be hurting, nobody be looking out for them. They want to extort you for commissary. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, then like it's just be mad, fucked up shit going on behind gangs. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. and just be mad fucked up shit behind that shit. You know what I'm saying? So like, I seen it in blood houses. I seen it in crip houses. So the brother, from what I'm hearing, the brother's in the wrong. At the end of the day, bro, as long as they give you your piece or afford you whatever they afford you, I don't know what exactly was the details, but from what I'm hearing, it was behind some chicken. And then the brother, you know, a lot of times these older brothers, they did time before, they been upstate, and they just feel like, bro, like I went to war before, like you a little punk ass dude. Like a lot of older dudes be feeling like that. So I heard the brother got a little rowdy. He backed out a knife or something. A lot of them older dudes in jail not playing with you either. Like they listen, older dudes, rowdy older dudes, they got something. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause they, especially the ones that been bitten, like if they've been going to jail since the 80s, like they strapped. You know what I'm saying? I'm just letting you know right now. So they said the brother backed out, it got crazy, and then other brothers had to help him. Like, you know, sometimes people be putting people in situations, you know, at the end of the day, like, Muslims not supposed to let their brother get hurt. You know, like, he could have been in the wrong, and, you know, they'll try to, like, stop the situation, but, like, you don't just let somebody beat your brother up, unless he probably doing drugs or some shit, right? Like if he's selling drugs, if he's doing certain things he's not supposed to be doing, that, you know, you feed him to the wolves, or you just gotta, not feed him to the wolves, but, you know, you just gotta, you can't jeopardize the community, for certain people that are not doing what they supposed to be doing. But, as long as they doing what they doing, you gotta hold them down. Like, you gotta make sure they don't, you prevent. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, support your brother whether he's the oppressor or the oppressed. And the companions, they said to him, well, Ya Rasulullah, we know how to support him if he is the oppressed, but how do we support him if he's the oppressor? And the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, you aid him when he's the oppressor by stopping him, by preventing him from being a tyrant or an oppressor or doing wrong. So in some cases, you get there too late. You're not able to stop the whole situation from happening. You know what I'm saying? And even if you are, you know, you're supposed to, you know, you stop your brother from being the aggressor or doing certain things. But in jail, man, shit be happening too fast. Not even just in jail, in the street. Sometimes shit happen too fast. Blood gets shed. And sometimes you can't stop certain stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it got a little crazy. Luckily, it didn't get beyond that. Like, it was just that, like, you know what I'm saying, and they was able to talk it out, like, you know what I'm saying, whoever had the building for the Crips and whoever was the leader of the Muslim community, it was talked out, and that was that. Like, I don't know if they moved certain dudes out the building, I'm not really so sure, but, like, you know, and Rikers Island, like, the Muslims is a little different. Now, if you're in the 4 building, the Muslims are a little stronger because a lot of them come from upstate. So Muslim Brotherhood is really stronger upstate. It's way different when you're upstate, and also depends what jail you're in. So in the 4 building, the presence of the brothers, it was a little stronger. It was a little, you know, they had a security team. Yo, they was able to walk. They had passes. Like, these brothers had passes. They was able to go. If there was a problem in your house, they had people that could go to your house. You know, so that's just how the presence is. The presence of the brothers. But I'm glad, like, it didn't really get to nothing. I ain't had to, like, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, I ain't had to rock son, but I was there thinking about it, because I was just like, all right, if it's lit, like, I just needed to know, like, what it really was. If it was lit, if it was, you know what I'm saying, I didn't really know, you feel me, but, like, I was just kind of, like, trying to figure out, because, like, you know, someone was in the bullpen with me, and, like, you know, when this time's a war, you just got to go to war, you know what I'm saying. Sometimes it's your friend, man, like, and your friend might just be a part of an organization that you just gotta do something to, and that's just how the shit worked. But luckily, man, that shit was, you know, it was situated, it was stupid, it was talked out, like men, you know what I'm saying, and that was it, man. So yeah, it didn't really get too crazy, man. But I got another story about upstate where this shit got crazy. Like, and it was like Muslim on Muslim. It was just crazy. So like, it get crazy sometimes. So I'm glad it didn't get that crazy this time. But yo, let me know in the comment section, man. Y'all still would have rocked it off on something? Like, I don't know. Some people don't be thinking. Some people be like, nah, it's lit and it's lit. Like, you know what I'm saying? They don't care. They don't try to hear the story. I mean, I'm a Muslim, and I was thinking with the, like, I just can't operate without knowing, you know. In Islam, you have to investigate, and you gotta see what's really going on. Cause I could have made that shit even worse, like just rock something. But I don't know. Some people don't care. Some people just they lose their mind when you know what I'm saying, whether you're right, you're wrong, you know what I'm saying, they wrong and strong, whatever. But let me know what y'all think, man. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Peace. Have a good one.